Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Halo Infinite update video. Now this is week number 21. Now in week number 21, we do not have any events. Last week we did just finish up week 5 of the Fracture Tenrai event. Week 6 will be later on this month, and then after that, on May 3rd, we'll be moving on to Season 2. I'm looking forward to that. Now we're going to go ahead and start off with the shop. So here in the shop, we're going to talk about the $15 bundle. Let's go and check that out. So over here we got bleach bone armor coating for the Mark 7. Overall, looking pretty decent with that bluish green accent. Then we'll move over to the helmet, which is probably the reason why a lot of people would pick this up. I like it, but I highly doubt I'm going to be putting this on my Mark 7. I kind of like how my armor is actually set up in the game already. Then we got the helmet attachment. Move over to the visor. We got the shoulders, which all in all, I kind of like how this shoulder does look also. So I'll have to consider, but I highly doubt I'm going to spend 15 bucks this late in the season. We got a chest piece, we got the knee pad, and we got a stance. So all in all, if you like this, 15 bucks. Moving over to the $10 bundle. We got what I call the construction worker coating for your Mark 7. We got that same type of coating, but this one for the Warthog. The thing that I like from the bundle is this cow pusher. I would actually like to get this. But again, I will not get this unless they actually have this as a standalone. Then we're moving over to the AR coating. I actually like how this gun looks with this coating on it. Then we're moving over to the battle rifle, which looking at it, it looks like it's missing something. I think there's a little bit too much blue right there. Maybe a weapon charm would actually fix that. Then we're moving over to commando, which is not a whole lot of commando coatings. And this one overall has a nice look. The sidekick, again, kind of looks a little bit plain. A lot of orange and a lot of blue. Then we got the Razorback, which I don't know. Maybe I'm looking for more glossiness. For some reason, it looks better on the Warthog than it does the Razorback. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Then we got the Rocket Hog, again looking nice. And that's it for this bundle. 9 pieces in here. Now we're going to go down to the tank rank. Let's see what's in here for 4 bucks. Total of 6 items. So in all, I think I've actually been inside the Scorpion 2 to 3 times. So it's not really worth it to me. I don't really put in a lot of time on BTB. The only time I would actually get in there would be whenever they had a challenge that I had to do BTB in, and that would be the only ones. And for some reason the tank didn't spawn a whole lot, but that was pre that update that got it working again, because obviously BTB was down for a long time. You also get this weapon charm right here. Tank beats everything. Very true. Then we get this nameplate, Kabuto nameplate, Kabuto vehicle emblem, Kabuto armor emblem, and Kabuto weapon emblem. Once again, filler content, and I really think these Kabuto things should have actually been with something that you get in the Fracture Tenrai event. Something for that, you know, bundle it with that. Then last but not least is the daily. Obviously this changes every day, but I'm pretty sure this will be back later on this week. So if you miss it today, it won't be the end of the world. But $3 for this coating. If you like it, it's worth it as a standalone. There's not very many rocket launcher coatings, so I think this one was probably one of the best. I'll have to, again, think about if I want this more than what I currently have. And I think what I currently am sporting is the one that you get during the campaign. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and move over to what is the ultimate item. So the ultimate item is a weapon charm, and it's called Knuckles. It's that UNSC brass knuckles look. Let's go and check it out on an actual gun. And let's see if we can find it real quick. And there it is. So in all, it kind of goes with the gold weapon right here. The gold coating that I currently have on. But I don't know if I'm actually going to use it. So if I'm not going to use it, I don't have to grind away for it. I guess I'll see, you know, just by me playing my daily, how close I am at the end of the week. Or I guess Monday of next week. to see if I want to just go ahead and grind out the last couple challenges, or will I be, 12 challenges away, which at that point, no, I'm not going to do it. But if I'm close, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And this one overall, I think, is better than a lot of the previous week's ultimate items. So if you're going to grind, I would say grind for this. So you got 20 regular challenges plus the ultimate challenge, and this will be yours. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the section I call items. So there was actually an error, and 343 recognizes it, and because of that, they're giving all of the items for this event. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of explain it to you. So for those of you who played in the second week of the Tactical Ops event ending on March 22nd, but didn't complete the event pass or the ultimate challenge for the week, it was announced on Twitter that those individuals will automatically find all the items they didn't earn in their inventory. So that's really cool that 343 is actually doing that. Basically what there was a glitch preventing all event challenges from progressing. I believe that was on March 22nd that happened, but because of that, anyone who played during that event time will automatically get them all. So if you only made it up halfway to level 5, you got all the way to level 10 items, plus that ultimate. I wasn't lucky enough. I actually completed everything in Tactical Ops week 1, so I didn't play during week 2. I had other stuff that I was trying to get done, other videos, so therefore I will not be getting that ultimate. But you know what? I didn't play for it. It's no big deal. I wasn't going to use it anyways. Now moving on to news. There are a couple crossovers. The first one I want to talk about is Halo Infinite crossing over with Among Us. For those of you who haven't seen, you are now able to play as Master Chief in-game. I've never played Among Us. I've heard good things about it. I've just never really got around to playing it. But there might be other things from the Halo universe in that. If you have played it, let me know in the comments below. Other people will read those comments and they might be actually interested based off of that. The other crossover is Halo with a hiking boot company called Wolverine. They did a Master Chief inspired boot that was up for sale but quickly sold out, and now those boots are going for something like $2,000 on eBay. I wouldn't even pay MSRP, but I'm not a hiking type guy, so therefore I wouldn't get a hiking boot at the price that they charge. I mean, I hear Wolverine are great boots, but again, if I'm not going to use them, I'm not going to pay that high price on a boot just to sit on my shelf. But overall, I do like the look of it, and it would be one of those things. If it was cheaper, if I was able to get my hands on it for cheaper, and when I say cheaper, 60 bucks, I would have actually picked it up. But nowhere close to $2,000. Now moving on to the game update. There were actually 2 updates. The first one I want to talk about is the one that came out today. It's a patch that came out today, April 5th, addressing some bugs. Now I'm going to go ahead and since there's so much info on these things, I'm going to point out a few things that I feel are important, but I'm going to go ahead and leave links to these articles in the description of my video like I usually do. Let me know if this is not the way that you actually like it and you'd rather me actually break these things down. I can do it. I just don't want to make these videos too long. So I'm going to get right to it. So for this April 5th update, in BTB stockpile matches, power seeds will no longer spawn in unreachable areas. Now I never had to deal with that. I don't play a lot of BTB, but at the same exact time, whenever I played one of the stockpile matches, I don't believe this has ever happened to me. They also updated the sudden death rules for Capture the Flag. They made improvements to joining fire teams and accepting invites from a suspended state on Xbox consoles. I'm assuming that's quick resume on the series consoles. Again, there's more. Check out the article in the description. Now there was also a Seasons 1 outcome report that released on April 1st. Yes, April 1st, not an April Fool's joke. It actually did release. It has some details of what is currently being worked on and coming in Season 2. Now a lot of these things are coming in Season 2, but they don't actually give a time frame. They don't say it's coming day 1 on launch of Season 2, towards the end, the middle, any of that, because obviously they don't know and they don't want to give us a time because we're going to hold them to that. Now the different categories that they actually talk about in here, they have one for accessibility, for the audio, the academy. Now what they do say in the academy is a lot of people said that they wanted longer or untimed weapon drills so that they can practice with their weapons. And basically 343 agreed with that, and they said that will be coming at some point during Season 2. Now they also have a category of arena where they talk about the attrition. They're going to be making that part of the quick play rotation, and they're also looking at ways to improve that mode. So that mode is not going to be exactly what we had played. They will be actually updating that mode. There's more details about that, obviously, in the article. Now, they obviously hear us. We want more maps and modes, so 343 is planning to rotate in some fun variants that they have been playtesting. So that's kind of good. I mean, obviously, I like what we currently have, but hey, if they're going to give us some variants, that might kind of spice it up. And I know one of them that they talked about was King of the Hill. They're going to have a new type of King of the Hill, what we consider Halo Infinite's King of the Hill, but they're also going to take it back to, I guess, variants of the old one, so I guess maybe what we've had in previous Halo games. Can't wait to see what that is like. They talked about the elimination game mode will be added and everyone can finally get the medic achievement. Now I thought that was going to be something you can get in attrition, but I guess I was wrong. I guess that's more for the elimination game mode. Looking forward to getting that achievement. That's the last one that I need to actually complete all my achievements. Now the category for BTB, they did mention in there that Jeff Steizer's voice will be returning for the callouts. Again, very cool. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's the person who does the call outs for, you know, when you get a splatter, for when you get a overkill, any of those. Really cool voice, very distinct voice, and obviously if you hear it, you would know that that's him. They're also looking to make it so that equal vehicles drop for modes like Slayer and Total Control BTB, because some of you, like myself, have probably had it where you were winning a Slayer match, you were winning by something like 10 kills, 15 kills, and all of a sudden a Scorpion drops, and we all know tank kills everything. It just brought them back, they end up winning it. That sucks. I have not played a lot of BTB, so I don't know really if this was actually happening, you know, post that big update, because, you know, BTB was broken after launch. I haven't really put in very much time in BTB since then. Now some other categories, I'm just going to go ahead and glance over what the categories are custom games, more PC stability, anti-cheating, aiming, networking, deseeking, equipment, vehicle changes, UX, UI changes, and weapon changes. Now some of the weapon changes are going to be some buffs, some of them are going to be some, you know, obviously downgrades to weaken them. So the ones I'm going to talk about are the Mangler will now require 2 shots and a melee in order to kill, so that they weaken that, but the Ravager will get a buff. That's one of those weapons I will just try to get rid of as soon as possible because I never really had a use for it. I rarely ever got a kill if I got that in like Fiesta, anything like that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you go ahead and check out these articles because there's a lot of info in there. It's just one of those things that I don't want to bore you and come out with too much info. But if that's something you want, I could do a standalone video for that. But let me know what type of content you want from this channel, what type of Halo content. Obviously you see all my other content I put out there, but hey, I'm willing to add more content if I know that my subscribers actually want to see it. Until next week, Assassinator's out.